Okay, this is the latest one on this guy right here. This is in California, LA. I'll leave a link to his Wizoo TV.
Okay. Right. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. 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 I doubt he's bringing his girlfriend. The current vice president? Well, she used to be. You haven't seen that video? He took Kamala Harris to an event years ago as his arm candy back before she was in politics. So, all right, I'm gonna run. I just went live. All right, I'll talk to you later. Oh, awesome! I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Yes. Anything that was awake TV gets to me. Yep. That's it. All right, bud. We'll see you, bud. What's going on, everybody? Oh, Boris, nothing crazy. This is just a little wrap up, but just finished making plans for Sunday. We're going to live stream the Hollywood Christmas Parade. So got the go ahead for that and got cleared and just have to do the tests and all that stuff. What's going on, Top? Man, it's getting a little cold out here. It's a little temperature's dropping. Oh, Dan, yeah, we're good. We just gonna give you the wrap up. I wanted to kind of show you where I'm at here as the stream fills up. Try to get around here. So I'm standing on the back of my truck, looking over this fence. Right there. We were on the other side of that overpass. So that's the entrance from that train track that I was at earlier today. This is the train yard where the trains eventually come into. Unfortunately, I'm not at a high ground spot as I'd like to be able to show you the immensity of what's going on here, but you'll see in the distance that yellow trolley right there picks up and moves the shipping containers around. And they get put on the train cars, and then there's lots of different rail lines that are going on here. Basically, it's truck stop for trains, I guess, is the best way to describe it. And you see, one of the things that was talked about is there weren't enough of these carriers, right? But you can see there's a bunch of them that are stacked here. They claimed that there was a shortage of those, and that's why the ships are still sitting out in Long Beach Harbor. Last I heard, there was over 200 of them because they don't have enough of these carriers. But really, it's multiple things. It's drivers. But yeah, so that's what we're looking at right this second. And then I was gonna give you an update. Let me grab a jacket real quick. You guys sit and watch the skyline for a second. So, that shadow. No, that's the camera. Anyway, so there seems to be a bit of contention. I'm standing here on the back of the truck. I should probably just pull this out. So there seems to be a bit of contention as to what I was doing today. And sort of what I came to the conclusion of is based on some of my friends from the left, vigilante journalism, which wasn't the intention, it's what it turned out to be. Where's Newsom been? That's a great question. That's the $1 million question as to what's going on. But so I thought I'd give you a little wrap up from the train yard, show you what's going on, tell you about what happened, and watch the trains for a second. Let's give you bigger. This is the wide angle. Just sitting here back of the fence. But so they ended up arresting those two for breaking into the train, and let this helicopter clear. And it got cold quick. Yeah, no, he went down to Mexico to coordinate something with the Mexican government, is what I heard. I don't know, would you guys rather look at the train yard or me? 'Cause I don't really feel like being on camera, but hopefully you can hear me okay. Volume's good, thank you. Flyer, since you're one of my favorite people, I'll give you the rundown straight up. So, this morning, I saw a social media post from John at NBC LA talking about how just outside this train yard, there's a section of track where people have been breaking into the train cars and stealing what's inside the train cars. So the train cars that we saw today were all 40-foot shipping containers. Actually, probably longer than 40, because they had the extensions on them. So I think they're probably the maximum length. 48 feet, I think is the maximum. And while I was down here showing all the boxes that had been thrown off the trains and emptied out, we saw somebody actually breaking into the cars and throwing boxes out and stealing stuff and then making their way out and then getting arrested. So this has been going on for a while apparently. And what I saw and what I found on the ground was UPS shipping bags for their inner facility transfers, it looked like. So it's you can go back and watch the stream. You'll see I picked a couple of them up and show you what they are. So we saw UPS, FedEx, and then just whatever else shipping wise was in these green cargo containers with addresses, some of them, and in the one container it looked like there was probably sofas or beds. It looked like, something big that they couldn't move and get past. But there was also Amazon stuff, ground shipping, right? And so, and it looks like nobody's doing anything about it. Yeah, thieves, not good, not right now, but I got done streaming, and the LAPD asked if we'd go down to the station to help them out with, they wanted to see the video, and so I had to go to Hollenbeck Station and deal with that. And while I was there, they were explaining to me that one of the problems that they have is that for a crime like this, that because somebody watching the stream reported it, and that's how they got there, is that even if they use my stream, which they can, they actually need somebody to report the crime, which was not the person who called, because it's not their property. It's Union Pacific, who is the train yard and the train company. So while I was at Hollenbeck, apparently Union Station wants to, or Union Pacific wants to deal with this and file. So that's what they're going to do. So I guess the rail yard is going to go after these people for breaking into the trains and hold them accountable. So that was that update. So I just thought I'd come out here and give you guys an update as to what was going on, and share that, and show you this train yard, because I'm fascinated by it. There's a lot going on out here, and it's obviously a major hub. Rooster Bell says Busy Week saves Christmas. Thank you. Yes, was the hashtag that I put out earlier, thanks to a friend. That not what I intended to do when I came out here today. I just wanted to see for myself what it was, and show you guys, because I honestly couldn't believe something like this was really happening in LA, because it looks like a whole nother country out there. I had seen a photograph of it, I think it was last week, and then this news story that I saw this morning, I was like, I gotta go see for myself. I want to go live stream this and show everybody. And sure enough, it turned out to be quite an adventure today, and had rocks thrown at me, and they weren't happy. And then the left, they start going on about, one of them was suggesting arming the homeless, the houseless, arm the houseless, protect them from people like me, people who believe in law and order and holding people accountable for their actions. So thank you. I had heard about it but never seen it. OKC Rebel. Yeah, amazing. Like, I'm sure trains get robbed all the time. I'm sure this is just something else they have to deal with. But it makes you wonder how other companies like FedEx, UPS, Amazon put their faith in the system, or do they know as well? Is this just a something that everybody has to deal with, and whatever percentage of packages get their win, and that's the extent of it. But it's a fascinating world of, the way it all worked out, and how they were getting on the train, and the fact that train sat there for so long to give them the opportunity to do that. Had the train actually just kept going and gotten into the yard, then that looting is not going to happen. So they're literally giving thieves the opportunity to steal, because it's in an unprotected part where there's no security. It's fair game. But they're not hard to get into. No way! Oh, PF. That sucks, man. Yeah, buddy, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't know that anything will happen, unfortunately. Well, as the leftists say, insurance will cover it, and I know it doesn't, which sucks. It won't cover actually replacing the vehicle. And I'm sorry to hear that. Tough. That's an interesting thought. I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. Atari. That train wasn't actually that long. It was, what would you estimate, maybe 40 cars, if that? It wasn't a very long train. It's not like, it looks like a transfer is what they're doing. But for some reason, the train kept moving back and forth very slowly for whatever reason, as if they're connecting and disconnecting. But I don't think they were even doing that because it wasn't in the yard. I'm sort of curious why the train kept moving the way it was. Or if maybe that's meant as a deterrent, possibly. That's the most logical reason I could see to keep the train moving. But we saw one yard worker when I first showed up. It was hard to tell, but then I realized he had a radio and he had a vest on and he had all the stuff that made him look legit. And he ended up getting on the front of one of the train cars that came into this area here. So he must have been doing switches and whatnot. Yeah, you got four locomotives that are moving just over here, shifting around it, and that might have been the locomotives that were pushing the cars in that we had seen earlier. But since I've been here, I haven't seen any trains come in, so I don't know if they have movement throughout the night or if it's just a daytime thing, but I'm certainly not going down there at night to go check that out. I certainly didn't make friends. They did not like being photographed. And even when we got there, the one guy who was out picking up, he had 2 big bags of merchandise that he picked up off the tracks, and he was sending out the whistle to alert everybody that we were there, and then he ended up jumping on a bike and going and he was banging on all the doors, letting everybody know that was camped out over there that we were out there. So it seemed like everybody stayed inside when we were there, but you know, I wasn't there to show the houseless, the homeless, the people that were living on the streets. We were there to show what was going on with the trains and the boxes strewn all over the place, and it just so happened that, you know, as I was down there, it was so quiet, you could hear that something was going on. Like, I kept hearing this sound, and what I realized, it was probably like bolt cutters or some sort of cutter that was cutting the metal security tags on the containers as they were opening the containers up to see what was inside. And at one point underneath the bridge, they found one that, you know, you saw on the live stream. They were pulling all the boxes, throwing the boxes out to the sides, and, you know, I don't even know if they even went through all the boxes that they threw out, but we might have upset their progress. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Freedom Fighter. It is going ignored. I can tell that the officers felt like they had their hands tied. but it just blew me away that the left was angry and defending the people who were doing that, and thought they'd get support on social media, and it turns out they didn't get support. In fact, most people are like, hell no. I'm sure it happens in other places other than LA. I'd be curious to know, obviously it was a small percentage based on the number of containers that were on that didn't get opened, or even just having the container get opened, I'm sure causes some sort of problems. And what I just realized too that's kind of funny is I watched the movie Super 8 last night, directed by Bad Robot. Oh shit, what's his name? J.J. Abrams, thank you. And that's all train catastrophe. So maybe we have another train event coming of some sort. What's the third thing going to be with the trains? Maybe that's it. But yeah, I thought it was kind of interesting that we got led down this path today for whatever reason. So that's beautiful downtown Los Angeles. Pretty great view from almost the 5 freeway. But not too long ago, this was all junkyard lots. All along this left-hand side here, Mission Boulevard is up there. This used to be all junk lots, used car parts and whatnot. And I don't remember how long ago they bought all the land, all the property down the side, and expanded this whole area. I don't know if it was a train yard. I suppose it might have been, but maybe not this big. But I remember we shot in one of the junkyards for a TV show, and then a few months later I saw it was all gone. I was like, holy cow. That was years ago. And you got the LA River over there, and on the other side of the LA River is all the metro trains where their yard is. So this is all rail, and I think that the building right there is where all the LAPD helicopters take off and land. I think that's where I'm at. I haven't seen it go out, but anyway. Yeah, I think they definitely modeled some of that after this. port on the side. Wild Angel, I don't know what that means, the port on the side. We're a long way from the harbor. Yeah, so anyway, that was pretty much it. That was the rundown of what's been going on today as we're out here in the middle of the train yard, or at the edge of the train yard where I could find a spot. But Hollywood, that's a good one. What's going on, Tony? How you doing, bud? It's our old friend Tony. If y'all remember Tony. I'm not a chud, you're a chud. Anyway. Tony, did you get to see the excitement today? I'm sure you were busy having fun doing other things, but got a little exciting. And David Brooks, everybody's jumping in now. But yeah, I'm gonna go find some dinner, wind down from all this excitement, see what else the week has to offer. But Sunday we are going to the parade, and we've got exclusive red carpet. I guess I'm going to be a camera operator for a little while, but what I'm going to do is I'll have my gear, and I will mount this camera on top of the other camera, so we'll have red carpet interviews, and I'll be camera operating for a friend, and then we'll hit the entrance of the parade. We'll probably get to see, I've been told we'll get to see the floats before they go out. We'll get to meet some celebrities. I'm gonna have to wear a little mask, get a little COVID test, do all that fun stuff in order to be part of the media. But I think it'll be worth it and fun, and we'll live stream from the world famous Hollywood Christmas parade on Hollywood Boulevard in front of Grauman's, Mann's, whatever it's called now. Awesome Sunday. Yes, absolutely flyer. It is going to be a lot of fun. So I haven't been in a while. It's been a few years since I made the trek. It's usually pretty chaotic down on Hollywood Boulevard. But as I've told you before, when we've been on Hollywood Boulevard, it's lit to a 2.8. It's ready to shoot. So we'll have great fun being out in the Willet spot and live stream, and hopefully not have any problems with the broadcast. But so I'm sure there's more stuff going on before that, but that one I know for sure is going to happen. And that happens, I think it starts at 5. I think the red carpet starts at 4. I'll be down there at 3 Pacific time. So it'll be a fun afternoon. We'll have to do some charging and some other stuff, but it'll be great fun. So something other than all this other political nonsense. So Wild Angel, yeah, I'm excited too. It's like I've never been. I watched it on TV. I think last time I was there, Eric Estrada was the chairman. No, not chairman. The Grand Marshal, and I was told that. Oh shoot! Now I just totally lost it. Montel Williams is one of the Grand Marshals this year. So, yeah, no politics, just fun. But anyway, anyway, thank you guys very much. For now, I'm out. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Yeah, I'll leave you the links to the other ones about where he's at the train and stuff. If you want to watch that. I might even watch that Christmas parade just to see, what's going on with that. But, yeah, and if I can't edit it out, the dog made the screech and about to wake you up. I don't know what he did over there, but he must have bit his foot or some stupid thing. God only knows. But yeah, this was interesting. I got the heads up on this from Oreo Express, so I was watching it and thought this would be interesting too. If we ain't having enough problems, then we got people stealing, you know. And now, if that was me or any one of you, we'd be caught. And they were caught, but the left would, you know, they'd have probably turned us in. So, yeah, I'll leave a link, and I'd like to say God bless, stay safe, and happy Thanksgiving, and have a good one. You know, my kids aren't going to be around me because of this nonsense, but oh well, you know, they've done a lot to me in my lifetime, so that's the way it works out, you know, thanks to all these leftists, these radicals and stuff like that. They're not going to ruin it for me. So, God bless to all of you. Stay safe and peace to everybody. And you have a good one.